Hi guys, welcome to Cook avec Dan, and this week we are doing fresh pasta. So first we need 2 cups of 00 flour. And I like to use 4 whole egg and 2 egg yolk. So just keep the white for another recipe. It can be done in a food processor, but this way is really fun to do. You can even do it with your kids. Put just a little bit of salt here and a little bit of oil. It's gonna make a nice finish. You want to incorporate the eggs, but not at once. Maybe in three phases. And add more flour in the egg mix. This can be very messy, but it's a lot of fun. So now you can start to form a dough. It's gonna be still wet a bit. So now the dough is starting to form. You need to work it for about 10 minutes. Alright, so after 10 minutes of working the dough, you can see the gluten is working right now. So let's put this in a wrap and we'll come back to it in 1 hour. Make sure there's no air in it, so your pasta dough won't oxidize and change color. Alright, so now I want to show you how to make gluten-free fresh pasta. Make sure to buy really fine flour, because if it's coarse, you won't achieve the result you want with your pasta. So let's blend this, and remember the exact amount are always under the video on the description. For this recipe you will need a scale because we will measure it in grams. 136 grams of brown rice flour, 136 grams of white rice flour, 68 grams of tapioca starch, 68 grams of potato starch, 23 grams of potato flour, 73 grams of expandex. Expandex is a modified tapioca starch, 11 grams of xanthan gum, and 11 grams of pectin, and a pinch of salt. Now let's blend all this together.
Use 2 egg yolk and keep the white for another recipe, and then use 4 whole eggs. Mix all the eggs well together and then put it in the flour. Mix everything together and you will need about 3/4 to 1 cup of water. Add the room temperature water just a little bit at a time because you can always add more, but you cannot remove it. The exact amount of water will be by feeling. You will see if the dough is too dry or too wet. Put some flour on your working surface, on your hand and on the dough. And now start working the dough. This was a big recipe, so cut the dough in half, put it in plastic wrap and let rest for 1 hour at room temperature.
Alright, so this little guy here rested for 1 hour. So we will work his dough like water. Put the one we don't use right now in the plastic. So first, we will laminate the dough. Make sure everything is floured. So start at the larger setting. This one is 0. We are ready to work this gluten-free dough, and I want to lower your expectation. We remove gluten from the dough, so don't expect it to act like we just did with the standard pasta dough. It's different. There's no gluten. It's gonna be hard. It's not gonna be easy to work. Let's try not to swear too much. So you cannot go crazy like we did before with this one. Be gentle with it.
Repeat the same process we did with the regular pasta, but stop at setting number 4 and then cut your pasta to size.
Okay, so now we have our nice fresh pasta. We need a simple recipe to go with it, and we will do pasta aglio e olio. Aglio e olio. Pasta aglio e olio. Close enough. So half a cup of olive oil here in a pan, and I have 7 garlic cloves that we will mince.
Add some crushed red pepper.
Okay, so while that cooks, we will cook our pasta. Put salt in your boiling water, and this is fresh pasta. It cooks a lot quicker than dry pasta, so maybe 60 to 90 seconds in boiling water, and this will be just fine. So while it cooks, always keep an eye on it and stir it. You don't want the pasta to stick. So now we add our al dente pasta to the mix. We'll use parsley. And this is fine. And the juice of half a lemon. And salt and pepper at your taste. And a little bit of your pasta water. This is full of starch, so it's perfect for it. Or pasta aglio e olio, and I chose this wine from Toscana to pair with it. So let's see how it goes. So I can sense oak, leather, small fruits like cranberries, a little hint of vanilla, maybe a bit of tobacco. The acidity in this wine is present, and it's a good thing because it will balance well with the fat, the oil in this dish. The two together will pair harmoniously. It's very good. So this is so simple, so delicious. It's perfect for a week dish for your family, easy to cook and delicious. So I hope you enjoyed this episode this week. Next week we will talk about pesto. So I will make 3 kind of pesto: white pesto, green basil pesto, and tomato sun-dry red pesto. So until next week, cheers!